It's 4:20 in the Rocky Mountains. I'm this old stoner, and I'm ready to have a fart attack. If you don't know what a fart attack is, that's just me trying to have some fun with art live on YouTube. Hey, Ox, thanks for that thumbs up, getting a head start on it. Don't know if you're still here or not, but that's okay. Um, because I'm going to be doing this whether anybody's watching or not. And today, I'm going to try and get back into doing a little bit of acrylics. I'm going to keep doing Tell Me What to Draw Monday through Friday, doing my little marker drawings on the 4x6 cards that I can drop into an envelope and mail off. And on Saturdays, I'm going to get back into doing some acrylic painting. I think I'll be calling it Adventures with Abstract Acrylics. And back when I was doing this stuff before, I was basically trying to follow different sorts of tutorials, I guess you'd say. Oh, and the music today, let me throw a link into the chat here of the playlist I'm doing. I got served up Helena's music this week. She did a reaction to Jethro Tull, and she is a professional flute player. And I just kind of fell in love with her reaction and stuff. And watched a few of her videos, and this morning I was served up, she was live. She was live streaming and playing requests. And I just fell in love with it and went to see just what she was doing. And this is a playlist of her original music. And that's what I'm going to be playing in the background today while I'm trying to get back into some acrylics. And the guy that I'm doing today, I've done stuff of his before. Oh! I just bumped my table. It's hopefully I don't get paint all over myself. Hey, TOS! Oh, it's been going pretty good so far. I'm going to be doing a abstract acrylic that is kind of in the style of, what's the guy's name now? He's changed his name a few times since I've been following him. His channel name now is IC Arts By, and this is kind of, I'm using his How to Create 4 Parts of Texture Using Random Tools, Simple and Easy Abstract Painting is basically what I'm working from. And I'm working on this real little canvas here that I got for Christmas to try and work up to, I mean, I like working on, what is it, 8x6 is what I normally work on. Right on. Oh, is Turtle here? Hey, Turtle. Hey, Elsewhere. Yes, I'm going to slowly start I'm going to be doing acrylic painting on the weekends. And this is like one that I've kind of been thinking about doing for a while. We'll see how well I'm able to do it. And what I'm using here is just some pinstripe tape that I've had sitting up in a box for 20 years. Just to mask this off to try and emulate what this guy is doing. And just using some of my old paint and stuff too. We'll see. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I tried to put on my paint clothes so I don't make too much of a mess of it. And I don't know if it was a good idea to just let this tape kind of hold this down on this paper, but I'm just going to go for it like that. See if I can straighten that up a little bit. And I got my paint in here. This is a bunch of old paint that I've got. I'm just going to basically, let's see. I've got some of this, what was it, iridescent paint that I had. I'm just going to kind of throw some of this paint on here. Yes, right on. Right on. I got the email, and I'm glad you got that. most everybody seems to be getting the stuff that I've been sending them, which really makes me happy. And that's why I like doing all the cards and stuff. So let me just pull out some paint here and see if I can't come up with something interesting, because what I'm doing here basically is just kind of creating some abstract textures and stuff using like funky little objects and stuff. And basic colors. Nothing too fancy, something that anybody really could do. And we'll see. Oh, awesome! And I haven't used these paints in a while. That's good. I still got some good paint in there. We'll see how this turns out. I'm just going to have to be careful not to get it all over myself. I do have a tendency to do that, or at least I used to have a tendency to do a lot of that. So let's see, I'll put a couple of green dots there. I'm going to try and go with the iridescent. I'm not sure what this stuff is, but basically it just seems like they just put glitter in. And since it's a small little canvas here, I should be able to plenty of paint, and we'll see if I can do what I think I've kind of watched this guy's video a couple of times, and I like what he's doing, and it is very simple. It's just very simple, basic abstract, very simple and basic abstract. Doesn't look like I have, oh yeah, there was some, oh, I should have put those blues together. I know what I'll do. Let me just add some purple over here. I'll make this one go to the purple realm. Oh, cool. Yeah, my daughter wants to do she did a, what did they call it? They called it like an art date. Her and one of her friends got like on Google Hangouts, and that's what I want to do, something like that with her. Hey, NH girl, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know what happened to yesterday's stream. They pulled it back, but it got shut down before it finished, so you didn't get to see the finished picture other than the one that I posted on my community tab. What color should I mix with green? What goes good with green? I should probably put some more of that yellow, mix yellow and green together. Yellow and green goes together. Oh, I know, I'll put some green on this one. And what do I want to put with that funky green? Oh, I know, I'll put this dark green on. And let's just see what I can get going here between these colors, and then I'll just add some white and black textures over the top of it. Here, I'll show you real quick what I'm, basically this is kind of what I'm going for. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? Oh, here we go. That's basically, I'm going for something similar to this. This is what I was looking at when I was thinking about what I'm going to be doing here. And I'm not using the same colors really. And I'm going to be using a few different little things for textures. And hopefully I got enough brushes where I won't get the colors too mixed up. But it's really pretty basic. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, I got to get back to the to my green room. I call this the green room. And let's see. Let me add a little bit, get some water. Just a little bit of water. Not too much though. Just enough to make it flow a little bit better. And I probably should have put some more gesso on the canvas because it seems like it's like super dry. Oh yeah, I got lots of paint here. Oh, I know what I can do with that. Oh yeah, got lots of extra paint on that brush. Went way too hot, too much on the paint. There was like more than I expected there, but that's okay because I'm gonna just like put a little drop of water on this to make it flow a little better. This is that iridescent stuff. Let's see if I can get this little section going. Something interesting going over here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I want to get something to kind of blend the colors together. Oh yeah. I'm going to get another brush now. Let's see. Another one of those square brushes. Here we go. For this. A little touch of water on it. Yep, it's been a while since I've done any painting, so I kind of went overboard on the drops of paint on here. But that's okay. Because it's all about having fun, coming up with some cool ideas here. And I might have to drop, oh, I know what'll work good. Let me wait. Let me be careful not to go too far too fast on this stuff. Let me grab another brush here, dampen it a little bit first. I might have to squirt a little bit. Oh, I know what I can do. I can squirt some more colors on here. Once I get this stuff kind of moved around. And there we go. That looks kind of interesting. Throw these brushes down here. And what I wanted to do, I want to see, this would probably work good if I go get like a cloth. Hey, Margie, welcome to the stream. Let me, I'd already gotten get some texture with just a rag. This is just an old washcloth. I've already got paint on it. So what I will do here is just kind of use it. Just kind of dab on here to kind of smooth this, smooth the paint around and blend it in a little bit better. See what kind of textures. See if I can blend it into some cool textures here. Oh yeah. Could probably use, oh, and I always come back, well, I'm going to stop there, otherwise I'm going to get rid of the yellow. And then I'll just take another little corner of this rag over onto this next batch of green and kind of do the same thing. Just kind of smooth it out and create some nice little textures with it. Oh yeah, I like the way that creates a really interesting texture, the way that it kind of pulls the paint up off of the canvas there. That's neat. And then I'll just do the same. I'll just roll up another corner of this and do that on this one. Same sort of thing. Just kind of smooth it out and create some cool little textures. Is Demonic here? Hey, Demonic. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm just trying to get back into doing a little bit of acrylics. I'm going to start getting back into doing acrylics on Saturdays. And maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do next month. But next month, who knows, maybe I will just go into doing some acrylic paints Monday through Friday and do drawings on Saturdays. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do. I like mixing it up so it doesn't get boring. When you're doing the same thing all the time, it kind of gets boring. I mean, it's interesting a few times, but after a while, that just kind of, I got to put some more color on there. Let's see. Let me see if this hot pink will look good on top of that purple. Squirt a little hot pink on the purple. If there's any left. There we go. I bet that will end up looking pretty cool. There we go. Just kind of blend it down in there a little bit. And I think I'm going to add some more yellow to this. Oh! That kind of squirted out there unexpectedly. Find another little corner of this. Actually, I think I should go to the part that I already did the orange and kind of take a little bit of that over here because it squirted over my tape there. So I'll just kind of blend it up into here a little bit and then move this over to another corner. Blend it, see if I can't blend some of that into here. Smooth it out a little bit, blend it up into there a little bit more. And let's see, where was that? Here's the blue. This looks like I need a little bit more of this blue in the bottom of that. Oh, a little bit too much it looks like. But I'm just going to kind of blend this. Hey, Ox, welcome to the stream. Ox was here before everybody else and gave me my first thumbs up, and I appreciate that. You know, it's always nice to get a thumbs up. I don't need thumbs up, but it's always nice to get them. It makes you feel like you're doing something that people are enjoying. The thumbs down I pretty much ignore because, you know, you're not going to please everybody. And if you think you are, well, you're just fooling yourself. Oh, I kind of did a little bit too much of that. Maybe I need to pull down. Oh, look, I still have, is that the right green? Which one of these greens? Oh, let me squirt some more green in there. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm going to be going back and forth and back and forth. I don't want to do too much of that. Yeah, there's always a thumbs down. It's just when they get out of hand, you just... And I've seen people... Yeah, I don't understand the whole mentality. I mean, I can kind of understand it to a certain extent, but the people that go out of their way to put thumbs down, all I have to say is that they think, I guess that makes them feel good. If making someone else feel bad is what makes them feel good, oh well, I guess that's just what they're gonna do. Oh boy, man, I got a big old long hair. I wonder where this long hair came from. Probably my head. Okay, and I think that's good for that, because now what I want to do is wipe some of this paint off my hand, is start picking up some of these, doing some other aspects of this. I think I'm done with the brushes. I'll just throw them down in my water. But I'm going to squirt some of this. I think this is like iridescent white. If I got some of that left. Yeah. I mean, I got big containers of paint because I have a 4-foot by 4-foot panel over canvas over here that I'm eventually going to get to. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do on it, but I think I'm going to be breaking it into like 9 panels, do kind of like a, what would you call it, kind of like a Brady Bunch type thing. So basically what I did is I just squirted that white over onto here, and then I just stuck the edge of this paper on it. This is like one of my little cards that I'm doing. Yeah, I've noticed some people do get bombed with thumbs down. You know, it's just nuts. Hey, Maury's in the stream. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be mailing some stuff out. So this is what I'm going to do with this, is just kind of create these little texture things. And I should be able to go over all of these, just kind of creating this very interesting little things to where it'll kind of bring them all together in a way. got a little bit out of hand with that one, but that's okay. I'll just keep going back over all of these until they all kind of looking similar. It's picking up a little. I should have probably flipped my card around different ways so that it didn't quite transfer. This is what I'll do. I'll come back over this one, and I can kind of pick it up a little bit from that one. Kind of got a little bit out of hand. But this is just like one layer of texture. So I can throw this card away. That's all I needed that card for. I don't have a good one. And I'm going to be using some different types of textures than what that other guy did. This is basically just it's just something that I got inside. Well, it's what it's almost like the bubble wrap on the inside of a well, an envelope from Amazon. And I'm just going to see what sort of texture that it can put on. Let me try and be careful not to contaminate the different colors. Oh, contaminating my hand big time though. Just to try and see what sorts of interesting little patterns I get. Okay, I'm done with that. Let me, ooh, I should have gotten myself like a little trash can to throw this stuff in. Okay. There we go. That looks kind of cool. I'm kind of like that. Let me wet my rag so I can just keep myself a damp rag here so I can wipe my hands off a little bit. Okay, now what am I going to do? Oh, well, I did some white, and the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to use the lids. I'm just going to use these lids, and I'm going to squirt some of this black. I'm going to squirt some black in here and just get some black on the edges of oh, I can just even use the black lid. So basically, I'm just going to use this black lid and get some black on here and leave some little black circles all over. And if you guys remember back when I was doing, hey, the Fieldmeister's in the house. He's running for president in 2020, the Couch Tater Pandering Party. And the whole point of that party is just to laugh your ass off. I gotta be careful not to overwhelm it with those. And wait a minute. Let's see. Let's see if I've got a smaller sort of circle that I can put on there. There's got to be something around here that's smaller than that. Here we go. Let me find a pen or a pencil or a marker. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to use the end of this. Oh, and let me do it with this. Some white dots. Got some white dots on there. Let me get some black dots too. Oh, look, that's cool. It even picked up the little dot in the center of that. Oh, and here, let me see if that's enough. That's probably enough. I got to be careful not to get too carried away. But it just gets to be kind of fun when you're doing this sort of thing. And what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, yes. Yes, I want to take some white. Let me get some liquid white. I like splattering stuff. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to take some of this, my gesso, because it's very, very liquid and runny, and see if I mean, I'd like to splatter it, but back in the day when I was splattering stuff all over, I got splatters all over my TV up here that won't come off. I got splatters all over my mouse. I did build a little shield deal, but I haven't put that up yet. At some point, I'll probably, right now I'm just trying to keep it to where I can do it using the same camera angle that I do with my cards. Oh, and this lid is broken, so I need to be careful I don't dump it over. Let me set it over to the side so I can deal with that later. And what do I want to... I think I can do some controlled splatters. Let me see if I can do some controlled splatters with my... or do I kind of wanted to do drips, because that's kind of what the other guy did. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Let's see if I have my... yeah, here's a good splatter brush. So let me see if I can just get some nice controlled splatters to where I don't get it all over everything. Let me do a little... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's some controlled splatters. Not too bad. It's not getting onto too much stuff. Too bad. There we go. Did what happened? Did my music stop? Let me check my music. I'm gonna start it back over. I must have been at the... Yeah, that's what happened. I was at the end of her playlist. But I love this Helene. Helene is the name of this person. She is a professional flautist. And I tell you what, her channel's fixing to explode. I kind of stumbled into, well, I got served up. Well, what was I trying to do? I had been trying to do some Jethro Tull karaoke. I mean, I see the dude and some people doing karaoke all the time. And Mark, different people doing karaoke, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I'm going to give some karaoke a try. And so I looked up Thick as a Brick. It's like a 23-minute karaoke. I can get through about 2 minutes of it, maybe 3 minutes of it, and had a good time doing it. But I guess since I had been listening to Jethro Tull stuff, it served me up her professional flutist reacting to Jethro Tull. Oh, and I just fell in love with well, I just loved that video. And at the time that I watched that video, she had between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers, and that was like 3 days ago. And today she did a live stream that I watched. Ooh, this is moving around. She did a live stream that I watched, and she's like, oh, I've seen her just today since the stream this morning. She had like 6,400 or so, and she's up to like about, yeah, she's going to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm sure. And I just love her stuff. And it was awesome. I made a request, and she played my request right away. I sent her a little, I just love her stuff. And I think I'm just going to call that good. So now let me pull off my tape. See how this comes out. Yeah, I've had some people requesting that I do this. Didn't work so good, but that's okay. You live and you learn, right? Yes. But I know something that I can do. There's another sort of technique that he does that I can do on this. Oh yeah, there were some other techniques that he used on these originals that I didn't use. So let me try something else. I got something else to do around the edges of this. Let's see what I will use for that. I think I'll just use another card. And some black. I'll just use the card in black on it. And see, I don't know if this is going to do what I want it to do or not. Let me practice it a little bit right here. Let me just use a brush. Oh, let me use a palette knife. That's what I'll do. It's all about experimenting and having fun with what you're trying to do. Learning as you go along, too. I normally don't use the tape and stuff, well, for obvious reasons, because tape, unless you really know what you're doing and you get the tape on there just right, it kind of screws up on you anyway. Well, there we go. Just a little, and then as long as nobody watches this, they'll think that that's what I intended to do all along, right? All part of the plan. That ended up coming out pretty cool. And I never really even knew what the hell I was going to be doing. And when you got paint all over you, you know you had a good time, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing about the paint. You always have like this big mess that you got to clean up after the stream. But I've got this paper down underneath it because I knew I was going to make a mess. And that's kind of why I decided to start off with something small. This is just a 5x7 canvas that I got for Christmas. Not the smallest one. I got these little magnetic squares I want to do stuff on, but I want to do faces on them. And I got two more faces that I want to do that's kind of like the Faces series that I did a while back. There were two faces that I never ended up doing. A Superman and a Wonder Woman that when you put them together it makes one. Kind of like the Batman and all those different ones that I did. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not about being, it's about having fun with it. It's not about the finished product so much as the journey getting there, and just trying to stay positive. Okay. And look at that. I did that in like 30 minutes. That was cool. And used up some of my old paints. All those little ones were in it that I first did. I got a bucket of paint. I've got plenty of paint for when I decide to really get into this here pretty quick. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to put the link to this flute player's channel in the chat again. I think before the link I put was to her was to this playlist that we're listening to. Oh, and she was amazing listening to her live today. It was really cool. It's almost like she had a looper. I asked her to do, she has a playlist of stuff that she does. And I just looked at it and I just went, play something from Castlevania. She plays a lot of games. She has a huge list. I think there was like 75 songs on it. And she had a great moderator that put it into queue. and it was awesome. She got out there and she got all the backing track going into a loop and then pulled up her flute, and I recognized the tune from Castlevania 2. It was awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm at the end of my stream, so I'm gonna bring out my little fart bell, my tongue bell, and end it with the little my little thing that I like to say at the end of my streams. That you know, and I like to say all the different little things. It's great to have like a sort of branding going on. What was that? BTSO? I don't understand what that is. So, thumbs for. Oh, okay. Backwards. Backwards. Thumbs up for stoner. Stoner cockroach? Hmm. Well, I've got something here that I can just go right to your channel and see who you are and what's going on with that. You are nobody, so I am blocking you. Block user. Yes. You are blocked. Thank you, Ox. You're the one that gave me that extension so that I can do that. Um, so yes, Oz TV backwards. You have been blocked. Thank you for saying something in the stream. And like I always say, fart jams for life. Fart club forever. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.